Welcome back to Selfmade Sessions, where the real ones talk real motion. I'm your host, Isaiah Selfmade Galmore, and today's episode is more than a conversation. It's a blueprint. My guest today is a master of more than just clippers. He's mastered community, consistency, and comeback. Straight out of Clarksdale, Mississippi, this man built his own brand, New Wave Studio, right in the same streets he grew up. He's not just cutting hair, he's cutting excuses, cutting checks, and cutting through generational barriers. He's a father of two, a husband, a one-on-one barbering coach, and a competition-winning stylist, a sports betting strategist, and the founder of a scholarship for high school students chasing something bigger. Through loss, he found leadership. Through hustle, he found healing. And through every fade, he's helping his community stay sharp, inside and out. So whether you're a barber, a builder, or just somebody who needs motivation, you're in the right seat today. Let's lock in with the one and only Josh Ratliff.
Everybody, y'all doing all right?
Man, appreciate you being on the podcast, man. How you feeling today?
Yeah, doing good, man. Feeling good.
Man. I'm getting another talk. Say something, Josh.
Yes, sir. Let's get to it.
Time a little too low. I really can't hear him. There you go. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get into all the questions, man. First, we're going to start with your roots and early hustle. What was life growing up in Clarksdale?
Man, life was great in Clarksdale, man. Growing up as a kid, having fun in the streets, actually riding bikes, having fun, going to hoop every day, going to jump fences, ride bikes, get dirty. They don't do that no more. So growing up in Clarksdale, man, was fun. It was much safer back in the day, actually, but we had fun, man. We made it do what it do.
All right. Matter of fact, since you talked about that, what was your favorite bike?
Man, one goose. It had to have the pegs on it. Had to have the pegs.
Man, next question. When did you realize barbering was more than a hustle? It was your path.
Man, I didn't realize that barbering was my path, man, until really in 2000, and it had to be like 16. I was at this hair show, right? Yeah. And this guy was like, man, what's your barber name? I was like, I don't know, man, Joshua the Barber. He was like, what? Nah, man, we got to change this. So I was like, okay, cool. Like, what we going to change it to? He was like, man, by the end of the day, we going to have you a new barber name. So he sent his student to me. He said, man, what you think about this? RatTheBarber say cheese. Thought about it. I said, oh my God, bro, that's beautiful. I said, yeah, I know God right there already put me on my path to be a barber, and that's what it was.
For sure. Who inspired you early on?
Early on, man, I got to give my condolences and everything to my god brother, man, who passed away, Davion Hill. Him. I want to say Mike McKay. He's my barber now. My little brother that I still be cutting to this day. Early on. I'm going to say that's about it, man. And all the guys that messed me up back in the day when I was younger. Yeah.
Any mentors or motivator from school that shaped your direction?
Yes, sir. I got to give my praises to Jay Jones, man. He is Jamarcus Phillips. That guy right there really took his time and helped me learn barber. Even though he had a bald head, he made me do a bald fade on the hair that he had up there. So, man, I got to give it to him and my instructors, Mr. Lundy and Bucky.
For sure. So, during your early days, what do you still carry on from then?
Man, what I still carry on now is the determination, the hunger. Like, I've never let it go. Like, Kobe Bryant, my favorite, basketball player, and he got that moment mentality. So I got to keep it going no matter what, no matter how hard life get, no matter how many times I get stepped on, I got to keep it going no matter what.
For sure. All right. Let's talk about New Wave Studio. What inspired you to open New Wave at home?
So, man, I just got tired of kind of seeing the same type of environments in Clarksdale when it come down to the barbershops. So I'm like, man, let's do something different. Let's try to bring a actual new wave to Clarksdale. That's how the name actually came about. So I was like, okay, man, let's try to like do something different. I don't see many barbers doing facials and black mask and different services. All you doing is you see them doing haircuts and you see them talking a lot of noise. So I was
For
like, man,
sure.
let's try to switch it up. Let's do something different.
Okay. What challenges did you face when opening your barber shop?
The challenges that I faced, all praise to God, brother. None.
Okay.
None. I had no challenges at all, man. It was just I had everything. I had my wife to, do everything, and it was God, man. He brought me all the way through.
So what transitioned to move from across the street to here?
Okay, so the first shop, man, I had 3 chairs and a nail station, and it was like I was getting so many customers and the people that working there with me. It was like, man, it's not enough room when the customers come sit down because it was so many people coming in. I was like, you know what? We probably need to like eventually move, and that happened in the course of like 9 months. This building right here was getting worked on, man, and I was like, man, I need it, and it opened the door to just be able to expand within that many months. I had to take it.
Wow, that's good. So watch this. How do you stay consistent and creative as both an owner and a barber?
As an owner and a barber, man, you have to basically keep yourself grounded. You got to know which is which. You got to know how to run a business and run your barber business. So being in the game as long as I have, now I've understood which is business and which is, my barbering business. It is sometimes a little challenging, on the business side because I'm still learning. But I just try to stay consistent with both. I try to stay respectful. I try to stay humble, and I just try to stay the course, man. It gets rough, but I just gotta stay consistent.
All right, let's move on to your family and your daily hustle. You teach one-on-one barber. Why that approach over group classes like a full team?
Okay, so I do the one-on-one thing, but you may not see it on camera. But when they're in the shop, I do like 2 to 3 people. So it's still one-on-one, but they all in here at one time. So how it's easier to teach somebody how to do something one-on-one hands-on instead of trying to teach a group at one time. You see what I'm saying? If I can come over here and show you how to do this and actually let you do it yourself, you will learn it faster. Instead of doing it to a group and just talking to them, trying to get them to understand, people need hands-on when it come down to barber. It's a hands-on job. You see, well, now I'm gonna say job, take it back. A hands-on career.
Yeah.
So you got to be able to do hands-on.
Okay. So what's the biggest mistake new barbers make?
The biggest mistake new barbers make, the biggest mistake they make is trying to be the best soon as they start. Just take your time, stay the course, learn, want to learn. You want to learn I don't care if you've been 10 years in the game, just continue to want to learn no matter what. That's the biggest mistake I think new barbers make a mistake in, man. They want to be the best too fast.
Okay. So we talked about you balancing being an owner and a barber. Let's talk about you balancing being a husband, a father, and an entrepreneur.
Man, when I tell you, my wife used to get on me so much about you ain't at home enough. You this, you that. I'm like, babe, look, I got you. I got to get this money first, though. I got to make sure the business is going good so y'all can be okay. So I've now gotten to where I'm taking a lunch break. I'm taking more time off. Getting out of here a little bit earlier. Stuff like that. Dealing with my kids, man, it's not too hard. They're at school most of the day. So I do get home around a great time. My wife worked too as well, around the same time because she is in the school system. So it's pretty much easier. And that's basically like maintaining your time and making sure my appointments are on time. If they on time, I'm on time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what pushes you every morning when you wake up?
Man, the first thing I do, I got to give praise to God every day. Can't move without giving that man praise, man. You got to thank him. But to know that one day I want to be able to say I have a home, cars, wife, kids, and they're straight, and making sure that my business is okay. That's my why. My kids, my family. That's my why. You can't do anything on this earth without having a why. As long as you got that why I'm doing this, that's what we're going to continue to push you to do what you're supposed to do. But give praise to God first, always.
Right on. So now we're gonna talk about your loss and all your loyalty. Like you mentioned earlier, you lost your god brother. How do you carry that grief and keep moving forward?
Man, it's a real challenge every day because you can just when I'm cutting hair, I can just go into a space, man, where can't nobody really get into because it's just me and that haircut, unless that client is talking to me. So while I'm doing that haircut, man, there's a million thoughts running through my head. But I just take the conversations that me and him had back in the day, like, man, no matter what, just keep going. So I use that as motivation, man, and I want to keep his name alive. If you look behind us, man, I actually got a picture up there with him. You know what I'm saying? So every day I take a look at it, man, and say, yo, I'm doing what I said I was gonna do. Man, I wish he could see it for real though, but I just keep going, man. No, hey, no stop.
Okay. So outside of the barbershop, how do those losses shape how you move today?
Oh man, it's hard for me to kind of trust people now, man. I have to just do what I need to do, work, take care of my family, and go home. I try to just, stay to myself. Outside of the barbershop, inside the barbershop, man, a lot of gagging. I'm the same thing on the outside, man, but I like to stay to myself. I go out sometimes, but I really just became a different man once I lost him. He was my very first actual loss that I can remember. Because as a child, I lost my grandmother when I was like 2 years old, so I can't remember that. But being the age I was when I was that young, man, that was like heartbreaking, and it still is to this day. So it shaped me to be a better man, man. I want to be a great father, a great husband, and a great man overall. So I just take it and just go with it.
Okay. So what sparked the creation of your sports betting group?
Man, my homeboy Justin, man, Dishman, he came to me like, man, you ever heard of Underdog? And I never heard of that, man. He was like, man, they got a sports betting app for Mississippi. I said, man, I need to try it, man. I lost so many times, man. But once I got used to like winning, because I love basketball, and I don't really watch too many other sports, but basketball, man, when I found out the strategies to win, I was like, man, I can make this go so far. You know what I'm saying? And I got this other guy named D, man. He helped me with my Discord, and I was like, man, look, I see yours is popping, man. I want to get one started. I'm like, man, I got you. He hooked it up and everything. We started getting some wins, so now it's like a second hobby, but it's like a second job. I gotta keep some money flowing some type of way.
For sure. Okay. So what does loyalty mean to you in the world?
Oh my God. Man, loyalty is everything. With loyalty, man, you can go a long way because, like I said, it's hard for me to trust people, but when somebody show me loyalty, I'm locked in with them, no matter what the relationship is, no matter who they are. Love, man, is everything, but loyalty, man, that is a cornerstone, man, in my life now because I've seen so much and I've been through so much. So I just want to make sure that whoever does come in my circle, they can show me loyalty forever. I don't want it for a little bit of time. I want it forever. So it's a big thing in my life, man. Everything.
All right. So let's talk about the competitions, giving back, and your legacy. Talk about winning your first barber competition. How did that feel?
Man, winning my very first barber competition was down in Natchez. Was it Natchez or Jackson? Wherever Hines Community College is, wherever that's at. What is it?
Utica.
Utica.
But they got a Jackson. Yeah, they got a Jackson one.
So Hines Utica campus, actually. I just kept when I was doing my barber competition, man, I kept losing. I won the third place one time, and I just kept losing after that. So I got to school the morning before we came, went down to the Hines Utica, and my professor was like, "You ready to lose today?" I was like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah, you ready to lose today?" I said, "Okay, I got something for you." I ain't have them all. Didn't have them all. So I was like, man, who can I call? And who goes to Hines Utica, campus? Condolences again, man. We lost this brother right here too, man. Casey Larry. I called him. I said, Casey, I'm on my way down there. I got a barber competition. I need somebody. Nobody. He can find nobody. I get to the building. Still don't have a model. Casey is in his brown shirt, brown pants, some brown shoes, and a brown pullover peacoat, clean with some glasses. I said, "Oh, you found me somebody?" He was like, "Nah, bro, you gonna cut me." I said, "Bro, I ain't never cut your hair before." He said, "Man, look, don't worry about it. You gonna cut me." Did the competition, man, killing it. You know what I'm saying? Got to the end. They started from third. They didn't call me. Went to second, didn't call me. When they got the number one and they called my number that I had, man, I threw it across the room, man. I was like, oh my God, finally. And the same professor, his name Bucky, when he saw it, man, he did this. He was like, yes. I see him in the crowd. I pointed to him, man, grabbed Casey. It was a great feeling, man. I wish I could relive that moment.
Sure. Okay. Which win stands out to you the most and why?
It got to be that one. Most definitely. It has to be that one simply because, man, my professor, even though he was talking noise, he was pushing me. He was pushing me to go win my first one. And then my homeboy, Jay Jones, the one that I said that, taught me how to do a lot of barbering things, he actually brought all his first place trophies to the school that morning. He was actually thinking, of course, everybody thinking they're gonna go win. He was actually thinking that he was gonna go add another one. Man, I can't let him do it. I can't let him do it. So I had to go get him, man. And he was just that day when he was chopping in the competition, he just kept dropping his guards. He was like, man, I couldn't get right today. So today was my day.
Okay. What led you to start your own scholarship program for high school students?
All right, so I've been through school, I'm thankful for it, but I do not like school. I'm just gonna be honest. I do not like school. I hate sitting in the classroom, listening. I will fall asleep. But honor student all the way through. But what made me start it, man, was being in high school, and I remember being in the award ceremony for the seniors, my senior year. And seeing all my students, my classmates and peers, man, getting up, getting scholarships and all that. And like I said, I like school. I mean, I don't like school, you know what I'm saying? But I did my work. But I didn't get a scholarship as well for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, that is crazy. But, I knew what I wanted to go do, and that was barber. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, it's all good. So as I got older, man, and Davion passed away probably like a year after that, I found the RatTheBarber scholarship, and I donated it and, gave it honor to him. So I had to find a way to give back in a way that I didn't even receive the scholarship. You see what I'm saying? So that was the way.
Yeah, okay. What legacy do you want to leave behind in business and life?
What legacy do I want to leave behind? Man, I just want to be remembered not as the greatest, not as the best to ever do it. I want to be remembered as the young lion that never lost that motivation, never lost that dedication. That's in the business way. The legacy, man, I think it's pretty much embedded already. I can do a lot more, and I'm still gonna do a lot more. But when you're dead and gone, man, that's it. So whatever the people saw in me, not what they know, but what they saw. I want to leave that and let it be embedded. I really want one of those street signs on the corners that everybody got.
I gotta get me too.
I gotta get one, bro. I gotta get one. So hopefully, Clarksdale see fit for it.
Okay. All right, so right here, I'm gonna ask just some quick questions.
Gotcha.
All right, so what's your favorite clipper to use?
My favorite clipper, man, has to be Andy's Masters. So it's different clippers and liners, so Andy Masters.
Okay. Do you prefer lineups or fades?
Lineups is everything.
Okay. Dream celebrity client.
Man, the crazy part about it, I'm not too big on celebrities and all that and things like that. I can't lie to you, I don't have one. I really don't have one. I'm gonna say JT, man. He called me down in New Orleans to come cut him, so that's my dream celebrity. Forget it. Might as well, yeah.
Okay. So who cuts your hair?
Okay, Mike McKay cuts my hair. That's my ball. And Shannara sometimes.
Okay.
Yep.
This is a question for one of our sponsors.
Gotcha.
What is your favorite meal from Owens Burger Shack?
Man, you gotta get the anime burger, man. The best one in time. You gotta get it.
Tell them what's the anime. Tell them.
Oh my God, that's the big boy, the big granny burger, man. That junk there, oh my God, man. Got to have it.
Okay. Do you prefer NBA Finals or the Super Bowl?
Man, I hate football. And I know this sounds crazy coming from a man, but I hate football, bro. I remember Coach tried to get me to come. Nah, I'm not getting hit, bro. I love the NBA Finals, bro.
Man, all right. So, Josh, man, you shared more than the story. You shared strength, strategy, and service to the culture. Before we wrap it up, let everybody know where they can book you at, learn from you, and apply for your scholarship.
For sure, man. Y'all can book me on my Facebook page. You can go on there and find my link. It'll say like RatTheBarber booking. To apply for my scholarship, high school seniors only, the ones that are graduating, You will see me post a flyer on my Facebook page. My Facebook page is Joshua Ratliff, so you can go on there and find it. And what was the other one you asked?
Where they can book you, learn from you, and apply the scholarship. Pretty much something.
Yeah, so yeah, learn from me as well. You can just hit me up on Facebook, man, and DM me, and I'm always responding. So we can sign up like that and get to it.
Well, you tapped into another exclusive episode of Selfmade Sessions. Until next time, stay locked in and stay self-made.
Sir.